Hello, it's Vernay. Thanks for tuning in again. Please bear with me. This is the first time I'm doing this without my glasses. I can't see anything that's going on right now, so just bear with me. Thanks for tuning in. I just want to take a moment to say thank you to everybody that's been voting for me. If you don't know, I am in a contest for Best Michael Jackson Collection of 2021. If you haven't voted, please do. We definitely need your support and your help. Go to Hector Barjot, Barjot. See if I can get that up there for you. You want to go to his community page, and you'll see the poll right at the top of the page. And if you can just click Vernay, it will be so much appreciated. We definitely need your support. Also, I just want to say make sure you check out MJ Fangirl TV. She's doing a reaction video about Michael's voice today. I'm sure it's going to be awesome. And thank you to everybody that's been giving the little shout outs and the posts and the Instagram messages saying vote for Vernay. We really appreciate it. So please vote for us. But anyway, today I'm going to talk about the one day that I was able to get in the courtroom with Michael Jackson during his 2005 trial. So remember, I don't have glasses on, so just keep that in mind the whole time you're watching. So Michael's trial started on February 28th of 2005, and it went all the way until June 13th, 2005. It seemed like forever. It was called the People of the State of California versus Michael Joe Jackson. And then eventually, for short, people just said the People versus Michael Jackson. It was case number 1133603. So let me tell you how I ended up getting inside the courtroom. During that week, I was there with the Michael Jackson fan club. We were putting on something called Many Nations, One Voice. And I'll show you the little staff badge. So what that was a 4-day rally for us to show our support and solidarity for Michael Jackson. The idea was to have fan clubs and fans from all over the world come together to Santa Barbara with their different flags and support signs so that Michael was aware that we were all there for him. So it was different events like a candlelight visual and prayer, and we did a day where you can just come and make support signs with your construction paper and supplies. There was another day when we had a piñata. It had Tom Sneddon's picture on it. Now, apparently, according to this news article I found, Santa Maria Times from April 5th, 2005, apparently I said, before we hit the piñata, mind you, we all acknowledge that Tom Sneddon is a child of God. And then we hit the piñata with Tom Sneddon on it. So I don't know what kind of day I was having that day. Such a weird quote to have in that article. But anyway, we have been doing all those things. And then there was like a big, not really party, but gathering. And I think that's when Michael called in and expressed his love and support for all the fans. I think we played it over a microphone. So on this particular day that I'm talking about, it was probably at the end of those events because a lot of people had already gone home. So when we went in front of the courtroom to get a raffle ticket, because that's how you got in, they had to call your raffle number. It wasn't very many people out there. So basically everybody who was out there, maybe with the exception of a handful of people, were able to get in. So here was my stuff. My pass was for April 5th, 2005, and I was pass number 7. I don't have my glasses on, so I don't know what's going on. Hopefully you can see that. But these are also the rules. It was basically no cameras, no big bags. They made it very clear that if you act like a fan, you would be removed. So no fanfare, no screaming, no cheering for Michael. You really had to be on your best behavior because it was a court case. So we get in, and even though my pass says seat number 7, I wasn't necessarily assigned to 7. What that means is that they have a bunch of passes that they give out. Let's just say, for example, they give out 50 passes. So they just write 1 through 50 on them so they know, when they run out. It doesn't mean I had to sit in seat number 7. So I don't remember who sat next to me, but Navi sat directly in front of me. Navi, of course, from now the famous Lifetime movie, Searching for Neverland. but before he was famous, he sat in front of me that day in court, and I'm sure I was surrounded by my friends or whoever I rode with. So Michael comes in, and he comes in from the side, which means he has to walk down the aisle past us to get to his seat. And you just want to run over there because he's so close, and you want to grab him, and you want to hug him, and you want to say I love you, but they made it very clear that they weren't going to tolerate any of that. So you just have to watch him walk by and like, oh my God. So once he sat down, of course, the trial, which none of us wanted to be there for that, but we wanted to be there for him. So the day that we were in there, it was the day that the maid's son was testifying against Michael. Of course, it's always difficult to hear the allegations against him. So it wasn't a fantastic day, but when we left after the break, because we had to leave early, we realized that it didn't go too bad. It wasn't as bad as we thought it was going to be. So we left there with a little bit of confidence. We was like, we think the day might have went okay for Michael, but we had to leave early because our driver had to catch a plane or something. So we had to go back to our hotel. So later that night, we're watching the news, and the first thing that we see on TV is another devastating day for Michael Jackson in the courtroom. And we were like, a devastating day? We were just there. We actually left there feeling better. And I was like, so this is what Michael goes through on a regular basis. No matter what's really happening in the courtroom, it's going to be translated differently afterwards. In fairness, we did leave a half a day. We only stayed for a half a day. So I don't know if it got worse as the day went on, but I really think the press was just kind of pushing it when they added that headline. And I don't think it was necessary, but there was nothing really particularly exciting that went on in the courtroom, other than the fact that you can say you're here and you're just here to show your love. There's nothing more that we would have wanted to do than to just go up and hug him, tell him we love him, and say everything's going to be okay. But you know what? Everybody was afraid. We were all scared. We didn't know what was going to happen. It was a very somber thing. It wasn't like any other Michael event. This was just very somber, very serious. There was fans that were confident the whole time. I was not one of them. I was terrified. I honestly didn't know what was going to happen to Michael. So it was really difficult. And I'm sure it was difficult for him. One other thing that happened during that week, which I definitely want to talk about, is we were sitting outside the security gate of Neverland on, I don't remember which night it was during the 4-day event. And people were lighting candles and just hanging around. Michael had already come home and waved out the window and then went up to Neverland. And we were just sitting around the security gate, just being together, just fans, being with fans, being there for Michael, being there for love. And it was starting to get a little late. And our fan club director at the time thought that maybe we should be the ones to set the example and that we should leave. Michael's tired. He had a long day at court. Let's not just hang around his house and just sit here and do nothing. We disagreed. We all felt like we just wanted to stay put because he's the reason why we're here. It doesn't matter if he's up there taking a nap. We just wanted to be outside with the other fans, showing our love. But again, we weren't the drivers, so our driver wanted to leave, and so we had no choice but to leave. 30 minutes later, I get a call from one of my friends that was still there. Oh my God, we just met Michael. So apparently, right after we left, Michael invited everybody up to Neverland, and the Ultimate box set was out, so he signed a copy for everybody, and I believe that his mother was there, so they got to meet his mom and Michael. So I have a girlfriend named Maxine, so if she wants to comment in the comment section to talk about that experience, she's welcome to, but I can't force her. But all those people got to go in and meet Michael, and we were just devastated. We had literally just missed it by 30 minutes. I mean, it was just unbelievable. And what hurt about it so bad is that we knew that this was Michael's way of saying thank you for everything that had gone on that week. But we were the staff that put the whole thing together, and we missed it. Oh my gosh, let me tell you, we did not stop crying. Between anger that we had for our driver and heartbreak, oh my God, we were devastated. And the reason why we listened is because she was the person running the club at the time. So we were technically working for her. So if your boss says it's time to leave, you have to leave. So I just remember being so upset and so mad. And the thing about it is, I did get to meet my cat is making noises. Let me let the cat out. Hold on. Go ahead. I did have another opportunity to meet Michael. I had already met Michael in 2001 before this. I do not believe that the other ladies I was with ever had a chance to meet Michael. And unfortunately, he passed away before they had another opportunity. So I think that is more hurtful to me than anything, because I did meet him, but I can't imagine how they feel when they were this close. Literally like 30, 45 minutes we had just missed, being invited inside by Michael. So, it was hurtful, and it was hurtful, and it was already a sad event anyway, because of the reason why we were out there. So I just remember that really standing out as something that was just like, ugh. And like, we didn't even speak to our fan club president for like the rest of that night. Like, we were so mad and so petty. We just were furious. We was like, we knew we should have stayed. We just wanted to stay, but apparently it wasn't our day. But, so shout out to Mary, because I don't know if she watches my channel or not, but otherwise, I thought the week went very well. Michael definitely saw our presence. We were there. He saw all the different flags and all the different support signs. And like I said, he always had people there on a regular basis. Some people were there every day. But this was a specific event for, people to come from different nations and just kind of show it with their flags, show it with their signs, so he knows we're all here. So it was a very special time, and I'm honored that I did have that one day, even if it was just a half a day, to be in the courtroom to show my love and support for him. So I just wanted to share that story with you. It wasn't a long story. But before you go, I do want to remind you about the contest. So please, please make sure you're voting for Vernay Lewis O'Neill for the Best Michael Jackson Collection. I only have until Saturday to rack up these votes, and I am like 5% behind. So I got to get moving, and I am desperate for your help. I want this trophy so bad. So thank you for watching. I believe Friday's video is about the Jackson 5 books. So I will see you on Friday. And I might have to wear my glasses for that one, because, I might have to read some stuff. But I'll see you then. Thank you so much. I'm still learning how to work this thing. Come on. OMG. You know what?